Hi everybody, it's Patty, and I have a couple of things that I made for the holidays. I was going to do some tutorials on them, but it's getting close, so I don't know if it's going to happen. But I really wanted to share the things I've made, and also to let everybody know that I was going under the name of Angel Feathers Designs for a while, but I opted to change it over to just Patty Dorsey Designs. It just makes things a little bit easier for me with some other things that I had going on. So from now on, it's just Patty Dorsey Designs, which I'm very excited about, and I have a website that I'm launching. It is up. There's a couple of items on it that I'm still actually working on, but if you guys want to take a peek, see, it's pattydorseydesigns.com, and Dorsey is D-O-R-S-I. Okay, I'll put it in the down in the box below. Okay. Anyway, so here is the first item I want to show you guys. It's this gigantic Tussie Mussie that I made. I love Tussie Mussies. I have been making them for years. This one is actually huge. I didn't finish the inside yet. It's still, you know, just the cardboard. But everything, I made everything on this. This actually I didn't crochet or anything, or I don't know if it's knitted or crocheted. I don't know the difference, but I did add all the bling and whatnot on that. Okay, so let's start with what I did. I put muslin over the whole Tussie Mussie. This piece here, just natural color. I didn't tea dye it or anything. Then I added, this piece here is from a wedding gown, which I tea dyed. This piece here, and I just, it was very, no rhyme or reason. I just took pieces and kind of just put them here and there, and just so it, you know, came of it. So that's this here. A piece of lace here that I found at a vintage store. This is a tablecloth that I didn't dye as well. Let's see. Then I have a piece of burlap here that I just cut to cover the seam actually. There is a doily down here with a flower and a little resin rose on top of it. Actually, there's a crocheted flower on top of this flower and then the resin. Let's see. Then on top, I trimmed it with, this is a vintage lace here that I got from my stash, as well as the one underneath. I don't know what I cut up. I forget what it was. It was something very old. You can see the piece here, and then that was underneath. Let's see what else. These are 3 vintage buttons here. I put a little fiber here, and this is the Melissa Francis tinsel on top. I made this flower here, and this vintage, this was a button, I'm sorry, a pin, not a button. Let's see what else. And then these 3 pieces here, this was, I think this was like on a scarf or something. It's wired, and then I just added these pieces here on top of that. And then on the bottom we have a little bit of the tinsel and vintage crystal from an old chandelier. Okay, so this is also on my site. It is for sale, and this is also a piece of lace. This is not vintage. It's gorgeous and it's nice and strong. Okay, so that's this one here. It's really beautiful. It's so large. Oh, and this here is a chipboard. Actually, I'm selling these pieces on my site. Little chipboard bird that I painted. A little, lack of a better word, I can't think of the word, on the edges. You guys know what I'm talking about here. And the iron roses, bud roses here that I distressed, as well as that one. And I tied a little twine on the edge there, if you could see it. Okay. So that's that one. This is the large one. Put that aside. This is the smaller one, which is just as beautiful. And let's see, this one I put burlap underneath to cover it, and then I added another piece of that wedding gown lace that I tea dyed. This was a piece of a doily, the edge of a doily, that I just wrapped around, and this is also tea dyed. Here, a little piece of burlap. This here is it's the stuff you put under, like I guess carpets or something, or so things don't skid, and I just cut a heart out of that. Vintage button with some twine. Same bird with the vintage with the iron roses, bud roses, and the larger rose, and I distressed them. Little piece of twine. Up top I put some of this burlap burlap trim. It's like I have a new mouth today, it's not working. And then a piece of fiber. This here is a couple of different pieces here for my stash. I don't know if these are recollections. I think these here, and this is a iron roses flower. I just put a little bit of, why can't I think of the word? Oh my gosh, the glitter glue. You know what I'm talking about. That's what's on here too, the glitter glue. Can't think of the name though. Same on the other one. Okay, so, and this also is painted pink. This here is I don't know what this was. I found it in Michael's. It had all these pieces of roses, pearls hanging off it, and I just cut little pieces here and there and just attached them. I thought it looked real pretty and soft and feminine. And I made this rose here, this flower here. Excuse me today, I really am not talking well. Wow. This is, let's see, some burlap lace I put, tulle, another piece of lace, more tulle, lace, burlap, and then this is a vintage button. Not a vintage button. This is just a button. I think I found that in Michael's actually, or Joann's or something. And then down here is the Melissa Francis tinsel with the, this is a vintage crystal from an old chandelier that I had bought. Actually, and it had a whole bag of crystals with it. Way too many for the chandelier, so. And let's see. And then the same on top here, the Melissa Francis tinsel, and that same lace handle to hang it from. Really gorgeous. This also is on my site for sale at PattyDorseyDesigns.com. Okay, this one, you guys probably saw this one already, and I had this on my blog actually a while back, but I just thought I'd show it again. This is also on my site for sale. Real beautiful. It says compliments of the season. Real pretty. I have this on one of my other videos actually, if anybody's interested, or you can go to my website if you're interested in purchasing it. Absolutely gorgeous. The inside of this one is finished. I will be finishing the inside of those as well. Okay, I have a couple of new ornaments that I made. Let me get the original ornament. Whoops. Okay. Oh, I dropped the other one, but this is what they started out as. Okay. Found it in Michael's. That's my dog, always grunting behind me. Okay, so let's see. I'll start with this one. I just put muslin over it. I think I cut strips. If I'm sure, yeah, I cut strips, and I put them on each piece here. And then over each section I just cut a piece of lace. Different, I think this is the same as this, and then this one I alternated. These are vintage buttons. I just glued on every other. And then on the bottom, and then just a piece of torn muslin that's tea dyed. And some fibers in between, and that is it. Very simple, but really, really, really so shabby chic. Really gorgeous. These are on my Facebook, I think, as well. I have them. It's Patty DeMarco Dorsey, if you want to look that up. Here's the other one. This one is, look at some string from the muslin there. Piece of burlap. These are Tim Holtz. I think it's the ruler that soft ruler. Again, that piece of wedding dress that I tea dyed. This has a piece of muslin here, burlap, and I mean this is the burlap. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I am not having a good day at all today. This is the muslin. This is the burlap, and this is the canvas. And then I have a piece of a doily under there. I worked on everything at the same time, so whatever is in my grasp, I just kind of grabbed. This one here is Prima Rose tiles, the little ones. I cut a little piece of lace here, like a banner, put it there. Cut the flower out of that lace tablecloth, again with the iron roses buds. There was a little piece of twine there I'll have to put back on. Torn piece of paper there with 3 flat back pearls. Another piece of the doily. Then I just took, this is like that pipe cleaner, and I put that through there, and a piece of the muslin there. Really beautiful. Vintage shabby chic again. Okay, and here's the third one. It's like a teardrop. And this one has canvas and muslin. So it's muslin, canvas, which I had cut in strips again to resemble the shape. And this here, I just took muslin and I wound it up and put it up on each side here. And this, I took the lace and wrapped it over the muslin on this side and this side. I'm sorry, this is not this is muslin and lace. This here is cheesecloth over the muslin. So I took some cheesecloth and just wrapped it over the muslin, if you could see it. Not sure if it's picking it up. And then I just sort of, you know, just took, like I said, bits and pieces. This is a piece of burlap, piece of lace. This is iron roses. I don't know what these things are called. Prima Rose. Oh, gosh. I'm just having the worst day. These are, I'm not really even sure where I got this one here. It was in my stash. This silhouette with some flat back pearls there. A little bliss. And this is a little scrumptious piece of, I like the texture of it. It's so soft and pretty. I just cut it off of a piece of material I had. A doily, 2 vintage buttons, flat back, 2 bud roses there for my roses. Here is a piece of lace with that that skid backing piece there, cheesecloth, and I don't know where I got this guy either. I have so much for Christmas. I buy so much, and I just put it in a big box, and I guess I should keep track of things. This was a ribbon I had. I cut out muslin ribbon. I cut out the words that were on it. This is a piece of that wedding gown again, and this is a recollection. So really pretty. Not too much bling on this one. I kept it kind of low-key. I didn't put the fiber on this one. I really like the way it came out too. Okay, so that's those 3. I hope you like those. And let's see. I think I have time to fit these in. Okay, these here are the light bulb ornaments that you find in Michael's. I found these in Michael's anyway. And I really wasn't sure what to do, so I just put that vintage snow in there. I wrapped some vintage lace around it, just glued a little dab there. This little vintage piece that I cut out of a piece of like a doily that I had. Same there and there. This was one of the muslin pieces I found in the thrift store. This was the edging, so I just glued the ruffle there, tied a piece of muslin around there, and then just a little piece of twine. Very simple, but they are so pretty. Now this one here is just a little bit different. This one has just a wider band of elastic lace, again with the little small appliques. And then this is a piece of the top of a piece of lace I had from the thrift store, a vintage piece. This was the edging, and then I tied a piece of muslin again with the snow and a piece of twine. I could put seam binding on here also. I'm not quite finished with that, but I still like the way it looks. I think it's really pretty. Okay, so that's those two. And I'll just add one more thing here, and these are little tags I made. This is not my own creation. I saw something like this in a magazine, and I really thought it was cute. So I just had this as the tag, little vintage photo on the edges, or antique linen. Same with a piece of paper there. I just cut it out, rounded the edges. This I printed out and distressed a little. Some snowflakes from my Martha Stewart punch. This I added some snow tech onto these little bud roses. And that's it, little seam binding. And I have a little muslin bag that comes with them. You could either tie it on the edge and put goodies in here. Candy, a little present. You could put it inside of it if you'd like, whichever you like to do. And that comes in a set of 3 also on my website. One says vintage Christmas, one says Merry Christmas, and the other says fa la 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 la. Okay, so that's those 3. I hope you guys liked it. And again, take a peek, see at my new site. Okay, Patty Dorsey Designs. And hopefully my next video I'll have my mouth that's working. Thanks guys. Bye bye.